So hi guys, my name is Tess. I'm back with part 2 of my boarding experiences. So my dad was reminding me about some other nostalgic moments or some things that I should never forget. He's an avid fan of these videos, so yes. So number one, he reminded me that when we were going to Snowview, when he went to secure an interview for me, and even the day of the interview, we had to go on foot to school because I think the usual route was too long, so we had to look for shortcuts to maneuver. That was the first one. And then I kept running away from school people. Like every chance I got, I ran away from school. I'd wake up at 5 in the morning and then I'd walk, because when we were going now to do the interview, it's like I went marking the places that we are using to go to the interview. So on every time I felt like running away from school, I used to pass through the same route. However, I used to have a friend, I'm not going to mention his name. I used to ask him to see me through, to walk me through the bushes when I want to run away from school. Then I think he used to go back, whatever, me, I don't know. I just needed to get past the bushes, yes? Yeah. And I used to get home very early in the morning. By the time my mom is going to work, I'm already at home. Sometimes I'd run away in the middle of the week or on Saturdays. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, so I'd go home, I spend the day with my mom, and then I come back in the evening. My dad had to bring me back to school. Yeah, I do not know what excuses he used to give because I don't remember being punished, but yeah. But I think the reason as to why my parents never used to punish me for running away from school, it's because they used to understand. As in, they used to see how much I want to be with my mom, and yeah, running away was the only option. Yeah, so nimehama, I've moved from Snowview, now I've been moved to Mary Immaculate, Muiga, a sister school. Let me tell you people, there is nothing in this world that will ever make me take my child to a sister school. And if you are a sister and you're in my audience, or you are my audience, I'm really sorry, but it is what it is. Never ever. People, never ever. And those people beat them. Yani mimi nimetoka from Snowview because Mother Bella is working on me properly, and then now I've come to Mary Immaculate, nikapata huko ndiyo kunoma. Yeah, that is where things are thick. They are thick. So now I'm going to tell you my first shockers that boom got me in Mary Immaculate, when like the culture shock or whatever you can call it. First of all, in Snowview, we were not cleaning, no plates. We had people to clean our clothes, to clean our plates, to wash our dormitories. I even think people used to make my bed. I don't know. I think people made my bed. I have no idea. So when I come to Mary Immaculate, I'll have to make my own bed. I have to be given duties to clean. On Saturdays, we used to go and peel potatoes and cut cabbages and vegetables. Then what else did we used to do? Basically, we used to do everything. There was no one employed to do any work. Apart from milking, I don't even know if we had cows. So that was a shock. Like, it was so distressing because now you have to do these things. At home, I didn't used to do much of those jobs. Then in Snowview, they are non-existent. And then when I come to Mary Immaculate, zimejaa hivi kwa wingi. So yeah, that was something I was not able to cope with. And now when I came to the classrooms, the mode of punishment shook me. And I remember standing at the gate, looking outside, and I'm like, I want to go home. But right now, I can't go home because I don't know the way. Mary Immaculate is so far. I have to use two cars to go home. And even the fare, I don't have. Your parents used to pick you from school. So that one was also stressing me a lot, you see. So when I got there, I found the mode of punishments. In a girls' school, you're bending over and the teacher is going to beat your butt. Like, ukunyuma, they're going to beat you. Or you lie on the floor and the teacher beats you. And I'm like, what the hell? What the you know? And I was like, my do onere, goro ya kwatekia, my do makwa onere, goro ya kwatekia. As in, ni, why are you beating why can't you just beat my hand and we get over and done with, you know? And I was a low-key, hard-headed person. I think I still am. Because now I'm not going to allow you. This whole business of beating my back is new, you see. So I said no. I said no. So the teacher used to tell me, what you're going to do when I come in, you get out. And I was like, in fact, this is better. Let me walk out when you come in. And I remember, because the lesson was just prior break, so I just used to go and have my tea and just chill, because the break time we were given tea, mandazis and biscuits. So I just used to go and start munching on my snacks as I wait for the lesson to end, because ain't nobody going to beat my butt, no way. So I was enrolled in class 6, September 2004. It was third term. For that term, because of the way things were boom, boom, they were shocking me, I didn't talk, like I didn't say a word. Mwalimu alikuwa ananifunza, like if the teacher wants to ask me something, I used to nod or shake my head. Those were the only two responses I ever gave in that term. And then I never talked. I never used to interact with anybody, like these students. No, I just used to observe them, keep quiet, because we used to be beaten. My goodness. I remember there's a teacher who was maths. My maths teacher was called Mr. Ambogo. So he used to come in class and anatufunza. And he wants to beat us because we have failed in maths, yes? So he used to tell us to sing a certain song like, and if I was a teacher, let me tell you what I'll do. Tell us, I'd teach and teach when I'm walking on the highway to come here, if you know that song. That is the song he used to make us sing. Or that song that sings, and it used to be sung how? When I was a teacher, when I was a teacher was I. It was this way, and that way, a teacher was I. Then let the caning of the rain. Okay, the raining of the canes start. As in, those people used to beat you, you scream your lungs out. You see, that was my maths teacher in class 6. In fact, he's the person who made me not talk because of the shock. The only thing that I liked about class 6 was my CRE teacher. She used to teach us a song. The only thing I liked about her was her Kikuyu accent in how she was teaching us the song. Because when she told us to repeat after her the song, we used to repeat it in the Kikuyu accent. Yeah. So she was teaching us that song, bigger than any mountain, bigger than anything, you see. God is bigger than any mountain that we can and cannot see. But she used to sing like this. Bigger than any mountain, bigger than anything, God is bigger than any mountain that we can and cannot see. So when she tells us to repeat the song, we repeat like how? Like that. As in, that is the only memory I have of that third term that touched my heart. Let me tell you what the kind of punishment that we used to go through in that school. Yeah, yani it was a girls' school, I forgot to mention. And yani ukifika huko in that school, the teacher is like, bend, touch your toes or ulale flat kwa sakafu, and then they beat your bum. And so the shock was, first of all, I'm a chick. I don't want anybody to beat my bum, like just get my hand and then we get over and done with, you know. And then, you know, being in a girls' school, in a student school, as in a girls' school, and then we have these rumors going around. People used to say, you know, if we are beaten on our backs, we'll never have children. I'm like, Jesus, these people, honey, they just want to make me not be able to have children. Yeah, so that was the shocker, like somebody making me bend over. And you know, we went even in class 7 and 8, the teacher used to beat us like that. One time my maths teacher, my science teacher was called Mr. Kanyago. He used to come like, Gwashe do mashai wekira, man. after that one, he's beating you lifeless, you know. And then the social studies teacher, the same. So we're in class, and that one of those teachers is teaching in the next class. Yeah? Yani, they used to beat someone, you scream so loud. Someone screams so loud in that class that when you're in this class, you just drop your pen, because as in you just know you are next online and you're going to be beaten like hell, you know. Yeah. So when I was in class 6, because of the shock of how we are being beaten in this school, first of all, my performance, the math that I used to score like 90% in Snowview, or 60, 70, 80, 90, I went to scoring 38% and 48%. Then he's like, what I'll do, I'll call your dad the next time you score these marks of yours. I'm going to call him here and you're going to tell us what the problem is, because you're not even talking to us. Let me tell you, my people, if there's one thing that you cannot afford to do, is score low marks and stay with my dad in the same house. He used to remind you every time that you have scored low and you need to score high. As in, the motto of our house was, you either score high or utafute tu place ingine utaenda. Like, you cannot be failing and being in the same house. Yeah, as in, either you or good performance. I don't know. So me vile nilisikia hivyo, like, I got stressed because I'm like, first of all, my dad told me he's not going to transfer me again, you see. And then I'm here making my dad to get someone all the way from I don't know where to come and listen to these stories of me failing, and I was a performer in snow. So as in, I just didn't have an option. Like, I just had to study. There was no way out. And I'm telling you, the next exam, because of being threatened with my dad, I scored a 96%. Yeah. The only thing I didn't tell you people is that if you failed, for instance, like those days I used to score 38% in math. For all of those things that you failed, for all the questions that you failed, you are being beaten for them, you see. And sometimes the teacher would put you behind the door and beat you like anyhow, like anyway, wherever the cane lands, you are getting beaten. So I think those were the highlights of my school. Like, the crowning of them, the one that now crowned my life in a sister school, was the sisters themselves. We used to have some sister who was called Sister Mary Joyce. Yani, that sister used to beat you. And I remember one time she like, what did we used to call the overall sister of the school? I cannot even remember. I don't know if we used to call her Mother Who. I have no idea. Mother. Oh, we used to call her Mother Superior. So we have decided, since Sister Mary Joyce is beating us like this, and we have tried to complain to Seme to Achok Chapa, and they're not doing anything about it, let us go and talk to Mother Superior. And I think it worked, because they reduced caning us, and yeah, we used to be beaten. Yeah. As in, sisters, they really, really beat the life out of us. Okay, for me, I used to feel it's extreme, because if someone finds you wherever she finds you, you're going to kneel down there, anywhere, yeah? And then the other thing that was really new to me and strange was the way of the cross. Guys, for me, I was brought up in a Christian home, so now I've come to a Catholic school, and now we have to do the way of the cross. We're going to kneel 15 times, because there were, I think, 14 stations, and the 15th one was to conclude the way of the cross or something, so we are kneeling 15 times. For each station, I think we used to say 10 Hail Marys, Our Father, glory be to the Father. Yeah, it was quite a lengthy prayer, for someone who is not used to it, and it's new to me. That was quite an uphill task, you see, that one. And then we used to go for rosary. We used to say the rosary every day, and yeah, we used to pray the rosary every day, and it was a must for you to go to mass, like whether you are a Muslim or whatever. As long as you're in that school, you have to go for mass. Yeah, you didn't have another way out. Yes, so those were it. But do I have any happy moments of being in Mary Immaculate? Being mischievous, I had a lot of mischief. Like, yes, I made a friend who I still have, who is still my friend to date. She's called Annette. I like her. She's instrumental because she helped me nail in what my dad had already started in me, like reading, the reading culture. Like, my dad had taught me how to read novels, and I've come to this school, I've met Annette, and we are reading. Every time we used to steal books. If we borrowed your book, you refused to give us, we are stealing it so that we go and read. After we are done, we'll return. Yeah, that was another one. Yeah. One thing I almost forgot to mention is when I failed math and the teacher has called me and threatened to call my dad to school, he asked me which school I wanted to go, like high school, after I finished Form 4. And I innocently said I want to go to South Tetu Girls High School. Now, South Tetu Girls High School was a very good performing school during those days. And I remember we used to compete with schools like Kagumo High School, Nyeri High School, Bishop Gatimo, Tomu Tomo, Mahiga Girls, the like of those schools. And the teacher looked at me akaniambia, you and your marks, you and your 340, and you're getting 48 in mathematics. Do you think you're going to make it? You will see South Tetu when you are in a bus to Kadogororo High School, Okay, no offense to Kadogororo. And as in, those words pierced, and they got through me because I really wanted to go to South Tetu. You see, as in, it was either South Tetu or South Tetu. I didn't have another school in mind that I wanted to go. And the teachers already told me that nitaiona huko when I'm passing by, And let me tell you, true to my word or my desire or my prayer, after class 8, I got called to South Tetu. Like, I managed to go to South Tetu Girls High School, and I scored good marks to take me to the school. And I was like, adios, South Tetu, adios, Mary Bucket, South Tetu, here I come, here I come, here I come. I have very few highs of that year when I went to Mary Immaculate, by the way. For instance, in Mary Immaculate, what did we used to do? What did we do? I honestly don't know what is the most interesting thing that I took out of South Tetu. Maybe being able to perform. I can only say being able to perform so nicely that I went to the school of my dream, of my choice. Or, yeah, guys, I have no idea, because art band in the forefront, in the middle, in the back, everywhere in my mind is how much beating we got from that school. Like, we were beaten right, left, and center, like so badly. Yeah, that's all. I can only remember the beatings.